Hey, hi! Hi guys, I'm Karel, aka Codaleia, and welcome on my art channel. I'm a freelance illustrator and character designer, and I've been working in Europe in the animation industry for the last decade and a little bit more. And, well, my friend, this is a pile of sketchbooks. But first, before getting into this, I wanted to announce you that I have now a Patreon. And so if you like what I'm doing, my art, and what I'm doing on this channel, this art channel, please consider just having a look at my tiers and maybe join me there just to see what I have to offer. You'll have behind the scenes looks and work in progress and a character design challenge and a lot of stuff and a lot of exclusive content as well. So if you want to have a look, it's down there in the description below. You have all the links that you need. So let's go back to these babies. I gathered all those sketchbooks for like more than a decade. I think the first one is from around 2004, 2005 when I was in animation school, and this is the one I want to start with. So let's go with it. Sharpen your pencil, grab your stylus, and let's draw. Alright, let's go. Let's dive in it. Well, this is one of the first sketchbook that I ever bought for myself. Before that, I was mainly drawing on spare papers that I kept with me. It's in my attic. If you want to see it one day, there are like a lot of old drawings. This is one Zap book. I think that all the French art students will recognize this kind of sketchbook. This is a really cheap one with, you'll see the paper is quite cheap, a little bit yellowish, and it's perfect for drawing and sketching and stuff. You can't do like mixed media or markers or even more. You can't do absolutely no paint or no watercolor because the paper is simply not made for that. But for sketching and doodling and stuff like that, it's just perfect. So you have this kind of spiral things, and you have the ones like this one. This one is my current one, and you see it's I don't know how you say it in English, but you see the binding is not the same, and I tend to prefer this one instead of the spiral because, as you can see, the spirals don't live long, to be perfectly honest. This book, I think I started it in maybe 2005, something like that. I was in my animation school, so there might be a lot of stuff concerning my animation school, my classes and such. There will be a lot of Gargoyles art because at that time I created my fan clan with some of my friends, so you'll have a lot of sketches about those gargoyles. There will be certainly, I hope I didn't forget some, but there are some naked people because I used to take some live drawing classes, and I used to draw a lot of naked people in those books, and maybe some other things inside, a lot of fan art also. So let's go. So the first one is like a fan art of Lady Oscar. I don't know if you know this anime. This is a Japanese anime. I think the Japanese name is Versailles no Barin, if I remember correctly. So it's Oscar and Marie Antoinette. And I think this is one of the first time that I tried to use color pencils because I've always been very, very shy to use colors and whether it be paint or color pencils. I have always been very intimidated by colors. So I usually doodle in black and white, and that's it. Or maybe in color with color pencils or with color erase, but I rarely in traditional media do colors. So this is one of my first attempts, I guess. So yeah, So the girls in first, and then the guys. So I guess this is André and Axel de Fersen and other stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention that at that time I was also searching for my novel, the character of my novel that I'm still working on at that time today. So there will be a lot of those characters. I will mention it if I ramble on upon them, but I guess that this is one of my attempts of drawing the king of my story. And I think this is also one of the first time I was drawing Delacroix, which is another gargoyle character in the clan of Paris. He's not my character, he's a friend of mine's character, and he has changed a lot from that point. This is Tarma and Ketri. I think she's a few pages after that. She's a character from Mercedes Lackey book, a fantasy book. This is a Sword and Sorcerer's book, and this is the one book that I really loved to that point that I really wanted to do a fan art of it. So this is Tarma, and I think Catherine is a few pages later. So as you can see, the first July 1st, 2005. I didn't remember that it was in it. This is Buttercup and Wesley from Princess Bride. One of my first attempts to draw them. I think at that time I was reading the book. This is why I drew them, Buttercup and Wesley. And yeah, there's Inigo and Physic just behind. Oh, this is one of my first attempts with marker colors. And as you can see, it doesn't work well. It bleeds through the pages. As you can see, it's Catherine that I was talking just before. The sorceress of the duo. And so this was a superhero gargoyle. I guess this is Miss Marvel, I think, as a gargoyle. 2005. Oh gosh, this is old. And Catherine. These are some researches for, I think it was one of the MGC contests, the monthly gargoyles contest or challenge, I think. Monthly gargoyles challenge. And this was about illustrating one fairy tale, and I think I took Rapunzel. So this is Rapunzel, who is absolutely not amused that the prince that is coming to save her is not the one that she thought about. So it was a gargoyle just saving her from her tower. Not exactly Prince Charming. Hey, yeah, baby. Some random creatures. A naga. I was really into nagas and mermaids at that time because I really like the flows of the snake tail. Another illustration from Melusine. She still has like these two kind of horns. I think I had in mind from the beginning that she would have lecus like Twi'leks because I love Twi'leks. Oh, this is one drawing of Brooklyn and Katana, the character. I think that it's Brianna Garcia who created her. And I really liked this character and this couple in particular. Some drawing again of Melusine, just searching for her personality and some stuff, like drawing her baby or younger than she is in the story and a little bit older. This is a weird attempt of Goliath from Gargoyles. Like he has like the smaller head and the biggest torso. Oh gosh, he's so... I can't look at it. Oh, another fan art. I've always been a big fan of the movie Dragonheart, and this is Bowen, one of the heroes of this movie. I don't remember I drew Draco in this sketchbook now. And another page, another fan art. This is from... Obviously, this is from Harry Potter, so this is Fleur and Bill Weasley with the trio. I think this is Ginny, which is not amused at all, Hermione, and Harry that doesn't understand what is happening. I really liked her outfit on this. Some random sketches. Most of the time when I don't know what to draw, I take some pictures and trying to redraw them. I'm still doing that today, just to figure out how people handle anatomy or proportions that I don't. Another Avada Kedavra. I think this is Lucius Malfoy. And another fan art, this time it's from Hanayo Idongo, so the F4, and also Tsukushi, in a kind of Western style, I would say. And other attempts of a chibi this time. I'm still looking for my style of chibis. Oh, this was my attempt of doing a sexy Melusine. I put some post-it because, well, she's totally naked. And she had like the former type of wings that I first gave to her, like the double wing kind of stuff. And I quickly took out this wing because it's, well, I don't know. I liked it, but I think I thought maybe that it was maybe too much. Another Tsukushi and Tsukasa fan art with like big pants, and I know that she has like kind of a broken leg or something. This is one of my couple, so this is Melusine and Grimm, my two characters from my Gargoyles Clan of Paris. And this is funny because when I prepared this video, I stumbled upon this picture and I really wanted to redraw this. So I redrew this like a few days ago, and this is what I came up with. So between this and this one, there might be like 15 years, I guess. I was in animation school at that time, and I took a lot of live drawings classes, and I had like a big jump into anatomy and body language and stuff, and I think that's why those drawings are very important for me, because that's where I felt like I was really doing like a jump forward in my art style, I guess. There are some stuff to be improved, of course, but I really like this kind of drawing because I felt like this is one step into the journey, you know. Oh, this is one of the first time that I drew one of my novel's character. Her name is June, and so this is the first time that I drew her in her like oriental harem outfit. I really like doing and drawing her in that kind of outfit because I just like drawing this kind of clothes. I think that this is one of the only vehicles that I've ever drawn, and this is one of the Volkswagen minibus, because I love this kind of Volkswagen. I think that this was for the monthly Gargoyles challenge. The theme was the 70s, so, well, the Volkswagen minibus was mandatory for me. Believe it or not, this is, and this one too, they are fan arts from His Dark Material. So this is Lyra and Pantaleimon, and I guess this is Lord Asriel. And I think that this is the only time that I drew them. And other Melusine stuff, I was still looking for a final design. This is one of my researches for my graduation movie, which was about a native legend about a sparkling eye buffalo. So I drew a lot of buffalo at that time just to figure out how the muscles and how the mass of the proportion is distributed on this animal, and how I could stylize the buffalo. So there was also a native hero, and I was still searching for his design. And we go back to Melusine, trying to draw some expressions here and there. Delacroix, one of the other Clan of Paris members. And this is Aspen Matthews from the comics Fathom. I've always loved Michael Turner works, whether it would be Witchblade or Fathom, and I always thought that he died too early for me. He's one of my biggest crush in art, and I fell into comics because of him. This is funny, this is Carol, one of my friend's character. So as you can see, she's named not by me, but she has the same name as me, and this is how I met her creator, who became a huge and a big friend of mine. And so Carol was a pirate in the 18th century in Marseille, and I loved her character and all the characters and I loved her story. Too Far it has never been finished, but I loved her style and her design. And once again, this is June, and these are some researches for some character design for my novel characters. So this is June as well, with long hair and short hair, because in the story she cuts her hair to look like a boy. So this is the two steps. I get that this was the first time that I drew the villain of my story as well. And this is Nig, the other main character of my novel. He's a werewolf. And these are some random stuff. I used to draw with black pen at that time. I never felt comfortable enough to do it after that. To be honest, I always loved to draw with pencils or color erase, but I drew with black pens only at that period of time. Oh, you can see here's Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, as well as Katara here, and here also. And once again, Melusine, so I'm trying to figure out her anatomy. And two other, so Delacroix and Absinthe, two other characters from Gargoyles, Clan of Paris. And Delacroix is a chibi here. And here this is Absinthe and Morphine, one other Gargoyles. Like she's a grumpy teenager who is playing her Game Boy. Some other chibis too. So Grim getting angry with Melusine trying to restrain him, and Richelieu, the griffin of the clan. And these are some thumbnails to draw, some illustration from our Clan of Paris. I think I drew them all on big A4 format, A4 sheets. I drew them a lot at that time. And this is Edward Rochester from Jane Eyre, with some flying gargoyles. And other flying gargoyles here. A little Absinthe. And other gargoyles illustration. I think that at that time we had our first RP session, and this is what I tried to illustrate. Some of the role play that we played actually. Yeah, I guess this is when we met one of our members, and Morphine with a fried pen. Yeah, this is Van. This is one of the members that didn't stood quite long, and this is him too. That he was kind of a Viking gargoyle. Yeah, sometimes I was not really satisfied with what I was drawing, but I did a lot of research and gesture drawing and some kind of pose drawing. Oh, I didn't remember that. This is Guybrush Threepwood from Monkey Island in like kind of a regular way and a cartoon way. I really didn't know what kind of clothes to draw her. Sometimes it was like more medieval, sometimes it was more casual, kind of the 1990s look. Some random characters as well. This is about my graduation movie. We had like a 2D section in the movie, and at that time I think this was when we showed our film to professionals to present our film. And without any further ado, this is like Dragon Riders of Pern, this side of the page, and this is Sailor Moon, obviously. And another Dragon Rider of Pern, but female this time. I think I was deep into Jane Eyre at that time. And this is Carol again, trying to fight against I don't know who, or I don't know why. And another Dragon Riders of Pern. This is Lessa and Ramoth, and those are fan art of, well, obviously, Avatar: The Last Airbender from season 3, if I judge the hair on Hang. Some Zutara, because I love this couple. That made always more sense to me than the Aang Katara thing. But well, This is, I know what is canon and what is not, but I really like this couple. Another dragon from the Dragon of Bern. I still love this series so much. Oh, this is funny. This is the portrait of one German Gargoyles clan, the Acheron clan, I think it was. So these are, I think, yeah, they're all here. I don't know if they will see these drawings. Some other Melusines, I'm not sure. Oh, she has like a weird look on her face, but I like the kind of chibi ragdoll kind of chibi here. And I drew them all for a series of badges, of pins. I drew all the clan. And we continue with Katara, this time more adult, I would say. And Zuko. And I think this is the general look of Grimm with his shattered wings. I always like drawing this character. I think he's really cool. These are also some kind of drawings here and there. I think this was a drawing I drew from one of Brianna Garcia drawing when she drew some mermaids. These are some expressions for Melusine once again. Here's some attempt to draw a fat lady. Some other random situations with Delacroix and Grimm. Aang once again, and this is Brashen from Robin Hobb's Life Ship Trader. I think it's the name of the book. I was reading it at that time. Oh, this is when I was watching The Phantom of the Opera. So this is, I don't remember her name. Oh man, Mary is going to clash me. I know that is Daye, is her last name, but I can't remember. Christine Daye and The Phantom. And I guess this is another attempt of drawing Brashen. This was a commission I drew at that time. I can't remember now who it was, but this is a couple. And these are other illustration of one of the short stories that one of my friends and I wrote about the clan. So this is when, Melusine cast a spell that turned against her and that she grew a mustache. Don't ask me why this is my friend's story. These are shibis of, I hope that you recognize them. This is Dean Winchester and Sam Winchester. And here is a little drawing of Melly. This is one of my friend's Katikut's character that she created. And another character from some roleplay. And another chibi of Sam Winchester. I drew a lot of fan art, I guess. These are some research for a final drawing from one of my friends. These are characters from her roleplay. Another roleplay character, which is not mine, but I drew him anyway. Katara from The Last Airbender. I guess this is from Katikut's story. I guess this is maybe Gabrielle and Armand, if I remember correctly. And other Zuko and Grimm once again. And my character Nick doing a weird stuff. And this is the Magus from the Gargoyles. Other Gargoyle once again. And this is, I guess, I was watching the Voyage of Sinbad, I think. This is what I came up with some genie and some stuff. And other Gargoyles, obviously. And some chibi Gargoyles. This was from my blog, the header of the blog. And this is Marcus from one of my other friends' story. This is the captain of a pirate ship, and I decided not to dress him, I guess. Oh, this is Sandra, another friend of mine character as well, and she seems like a distress or something. And I guess we are coming at the end of this sketchbook. We're searching for characters. I'm trying to understand how the proportion, how the anatomy works. I drew some stuff from other people. I think this is one of Brianna Garcia's work because I love her style. And this is, oh, I love this tail. I really love this tail. Other character, other gargoyles. Oh, I forgot this was there. This is Jane and Mr. Rochester. I'm a huge fan of Jane Eyre in general, and I think that I was watching the BBC series. Yeah, I was totally into Jane Eyre at the time. And other characters, and I guess this is it. Yeah. Well, this is the end of this sketchbook tour. I hope you like this video. It's really weird for me to show you all those old stuff, old fan arts and such, and the beginning of my Gargoyles fan clan. I drew a lot at that time, and because, well, I was in art school, so obviously I drew a lot, even for me. If you have any questions, and if you want me to keep on doing these sketchbook tour, especially with maybe the latest one, or maybe doing in the chronological order, if you like, please leave me a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. You can like this video if you like this content. You can also subscribe to this channel and maybe just ring the bell down below just to be sure to be aware when the next video will be up. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and until then, Carol's out! Bye bye!